words just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know say me if it go flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out the side. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I leave where I is. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Read Stuff podcast. I am Franco, and today we have a special guest, none other than Mr. Charley E. Cross. Charley Cross is a singer-songwriter, a multi-vocal instrumentalist as well. And he will be coming here, and we're going to talk about music and also his book that is out. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. But here it is. If you got to get your favorite drink, your tea, your coffee, whatever, go ahead, go fill up. And I'll be right back. And I'm going to be bringing in Flavius also as well.
Sayonara, that girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves.
This is your very own Caribbean podcast. Uniquely Caribbean with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yes, indeed. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. Another beautiful morning. We have with us as well, Flavius. Morning, Flavius.
Good morning. Good morning, Franco. Good morning, listeners. We have a bleaky day, but I am seeing the sun peeping out, Hope so. It probably will be a bright day today.
You're looking for a brighter day.
Yeah, brighter day. Yes.
Right. I hope it come your way.
Yeah, we need it because we are bracing for some more rain. They say a depression is heading our way. We don't know what will happen by time it's in, but all you got to do is wait and see.
I hear you.
And be prepared.
Well, guess what? I can give you a brighter day.
What is it? Okay.
I can give a song for cheer you up, for give you a brighter day. That's about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So before we ask you what's in your cup, let's bring in Culture Dark with Brighter Day.
All I'm asking for is a brighter day. Just send it our way, Oja. Sealer. A brighter day. We're looking for a brighter day. A brighter day. Just send it come my way. Jah, why mankind so bitter? Turn them away from Lucifer. It's like some boy a drink devil soup for breakfast, lunch and dinner. It doesn't matter what the wicked say, the righteous will never run away. Oh, please, my car soldier, you are my guide and my protector. We're looking for a brighter day, a brighter day, a brighter day. Just send it come away. A brighter day. We're looking for a brighter day, a brighter day. Just send it come away. Two them system design a lot of youth a suffer. No succumb to the pressure, so them run and go for. No stop clap it up, now them a big time killer. And the same system melt them out like butter. Mama cry, papa ball, but it not get better. Lifeless body lay down all over, so we have to turn we face out to the Father. And ask him for a brighter day, a brighter day, a brighter day. Just send it come away. A brighter day. We're looking for a brighter day, a brighter day. Just send it come away. Them dirty system of fraud, oh Lord. We see clear down a yard and broad. How them a treat poor people like dog, while poor people life so hard. Oh, what a pity. Why so much homeless in a them city? Lord, what a calamity. You know, sister, this a world and not pretty. So we asking for a brighter day, a brighter day, a brighter day. Just send it come away. A brighter day. We're looking for a brighter day, a brighter day. Just send it come away. A brighter day now. We're looking for a brighter day, brighter day, yeah. A brighter day now. A brighter day, yeah. A brighter day, a brighter day, a brighter day.
Culture Dark, a brighter day. So Flavius, you're looking for a brighter day? I hope you get a brighter day. So that's all I can give you. Yeah, we know in the US, we're looking not only for a brighter day, but a brighter way, a better way out. And I know it's a worldwide thing as well. Worldwide, you know, it's funny, last night on the world news, even though they're telling you Europe is spiking with the increase of virus, guess which country them call out? We have everything under control right now. Make a wise guess.
Australia.
Nah, we have South Korea.
Okay.
What South Korea did, they said South Korea did the test every citizen as best as they can. They do it from mobile units on the street, from clinics, from hospital, in the train station, the bus, everywhere you go, there was a depot that you could get tests. And at the same time, they were tracking in different communities or different providence, whatever them call it over there, to make sure that if it's 10 people in this section, they know, say, all right, we can't make it spread, go over to the next parish or the next district, so them lock down that area, and things like that. So whatever infected individuals or people who had it, they knew where and where they could block off. Well, guess what? On this side of the world, we ain't doing that. We don't go testing, but we're not tracking.
No.
We're not tracking that. We can say, all right, in a year's era, Flavius, say 6 people in a Enfield have it. Okay. We make sure, say, Enfield people, everybody in a Enfield get tested.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that on this side of the world. Because
we used to do that, I mean, I don't know if I think we still do that out here now.
Yeah. And that's one of the things they say, you have to test and track. test and
Yeah,
track.
man. Our numbers have started going back down. Per day numbers has been going down.
And again, people have to exercise the R&D, respect and the discipline. Now wear your mask.
Oh yeah.
That's all is required,
Well, yesterday I'm hearing the education minister said she's starting a pilot project with 15 schools.
Okay.
To open back face to face.
What's that noise making? You're cooking in the kitchen.
Man working on my lawn.
Oh. You have to move from the window then, left him.
No, man, I am farthest place on him.
Okay. In weed eater make noise, man.
Yeah, no, my doors and windows are closed.
Okay. Forgot to the house no soundproof.
No.
We have with us this morning Audrey all in the chat room. So morning, Audrey.
Morning, Audrey.
Hope you're having a brighter day as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah. So, Flavius, what's in your cup?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. I'm drinking. You know what? You remember? I'm trying to remember if it was Kareem who said that the white trash or substance off of the garlic, you can use it. I make tea. So
no, that is the most important part of the garlic,
Yes.
Part that we normally.
So guess what? This morning I call this my Corona portion. I made ginger, garlic, lemon, some turmeric, and I didn't put the honey in it. I said I don't want honey in it. And then I make myself a portion, a nice bottle. I bottle it up so I can take like a shot glass, sip from it.
Yeah.
So I use that now with the garlic white substance, and I boil that. Add it to this, and I'm having it as tea.
Okay.
So that's my tea. But I'm telling you, it really penetrates in my throat. Because the ginger and the garlic, wow. Not to mention the lemon. So it's a good drink. I need that for the immune system as well.
Yeah, you can't leave out the ginger at all.
No. So this morning we have with us, we're going to have a very, very important guest this morning. None other than Mr. Charley Cross. He will be linking us up at 10:30. I'll be linking him. But before we link up with Charley, Flavius have his famous Did You Know?
Yeah, today we're going to be still looking at food. Food is the most important thing in the Caribbean right now. Food security, food sovereignty. We have to deal with food at a very, very important priority. It is the priority item now. So, Alison, please take us away.
Major export, import crops and markets. Crops in the Caribbean mainly comprise on sugar cane, bananas, coffee, tobacco, root crops, cassava, sweet potato and yams, some citrus fruits and cacao. Other commercial crops grown in the region include vegetables and fruits. Most of the crops from plantation farming are used for export. Bananas are significant exports in the English-speaking Caribbean countries of Jamaica, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent. Coffee is an important export crop in Jamaica, which is famous for its Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, which is mainly exported to European, Japanese, and US markets. A recent report showed the combined food import bill for the CARICOM countries that increased significantly from $2.08 billion in 2000 to $4 billion in 2008 and surpassed the $4.25 billion mark in 2011 Ifastat, 2013. Additionally, the main CARICOM crops-related import items in 2011 were wheat, $248.8 million, rice, $240 million, maize, $145.5 million, and soybean oil, $131.9 million. Between 2000 and 2011, the prices of the main imported commodities, wheat, maize, rice and soybean oil, increased by 137%, 274%, 92% and 159%, respectively. Wheat imports in 2011 for Jamaica, 29%, Trinidad and Tobago, 20%, and Guyana, 10%, were approximately $73 million, $49 million, and $24 million, respectively, FAO, 2013. An econometric analysis of Caribbean food import demand reported that an increase in prices of imported food will not result in an equivalent decrease in the quantity of imported food demanded, mainly comprising oils, staples, and other food products. It should be noted that this high level of food imports has negatively impacted the development of domestic agriculture products and agro-processing industries due to the inability of domestic sectors to compete against imports. The agricultural producers of the Caribbean region experience many challenges throughout the food value chain. Some of these include insufficient processing capability, high freight costs, small markets, tariff policies, and lack of mechanisms for health of food safety and production certification. To reduce this high food import bill in the region, a shift is needed to one that can replace a high proportion of food imports. For example, root crops such as cassava and sweet potato are important commodities grown in the Caribbean region and can be used to replace some of the wheat flour in the Caribbean diet. 2.9 Potential sources of FNS instability are major agricultural challenges. Trade. In the Caribbean region, trade and food security are connected via various links to the importance of exports and imports to their economies. The Caribbean has experienced slow trading activity and growth in export goods as a result of various economic issues with several of its international trading partners in North America and Europe. The report of the Caribbean Trade and Adjustment Group, CTA, revealed considerable decreases in major agricultural exports. Standardized data on trade is only available for certain countries in the region. Such data demonstrated that for Antigua and St. Kitts, the ratio of imports to exports was approximately 20:1. For Barbados, Dominica, Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Suriname and Trinidad, the 2008 level of imports was over twice that of exports to CTA, 2011. The aforementioned data reflect a high dependence on imports, thus indicating potential susceptibility to food insecurity. Currently, the agricultural sector depends on the international market for raw materials and final consumer food products, but non-tariff measures, NTM, have hampered this type of agriculture trade. There are also several non-tariff barriers to trade, which affects compliance with international and industry-driven agricultural health and food safety measures, which in turn creates challenges for food and agricultural exports to enter the markets. However, recently, there have been efforts to liberalize global trade, such as the World Trade Organization, WTO, Caribbean Economic Partnerships negotiations with the European Union, EU, and regional trade agreements. However, while all these efforts are important, it is even more imperative to identify and establish the necessary trade policies to promote agricultural development and food security in the region. Policies must effectively address the various facets and cross-sectoral nature of FNS. The Caribbean Agricultural Health and Food Safety Agency, CASFA, and firm linkages to the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARFA, are important regional institutions for new directions. We will continue on Monday, November 1st, with the conclusion of Food and Nutrition Insecurity. I am Alison Goodness with today's Did You Know?
Did You Know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. And in case you didn't know, now you know. So Flavius, we're on the final leg on Monday. We'll be doing the final leg.
Final leg of what?
Did you know? The food and...
You have more for Monday. Okay, no problem.
Monday. Alison just say it's on Monday.
Okay.
We'll wrap up food in the Caribbean. So we know since you're there making a lot of noise,
yeah,
there's a noise that I want to make this morning as well, and you should be familiar with it. A lot of you should be familiar with it. So I'm just going to go right into it and give it to you right now. It's the music of Miss Pam Hall, Want You Forever. Coming up next will be Charlie Cross. If you have to go get your favorite drink, run go get it now.
Like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, so special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. And just like a magnifying glass, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Oh, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. Really love you, baby. Really love you, want you forever and ever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, forever and ever. Yeah, yeah. I know you're wondering why my love is so strong. It's 'cause I see something in you pushing me on. The day you try to chase my love away is when you know my love was meant to stay. 'Cause this love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah.
Well, this one is a
When you turn your back. want you forever. Forever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, well, even when you turn your back. Hey, and just like a magnifying glass. Hey, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Hey, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home, to be with me forever, yeah.
Want you forever. The music of Miss Pamal.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yes, Flavius. Flavius, talk to me, man. You sound like you're asleep on me this morning. Wake up, Flavius.
No, man. No, but I'm up. I was just checking a text.
You seem like you have to go get some coconut water, you know. You need some coconut water.
I have some, yeah. I'm going to some ice cream this morning.
You made some?
Not yet. I gotta make it this morning.
Okay.
But when I make it, you know, I can't hardly pour it out of the blender, you know. That's the consistency it have.
Yeah, that thick.
The avocado is really, really super, man. Super.
You're running with the avocado now, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's good. I mean,
remember saying it's a superfood, you know.
Yes,
and
yes, absolutely.
That lasting a long time when the crop done, so you have to get enough. You have to get in enough.
It's been a while. I don't have no ice cream still.
I still have more fruits left.
Okay.
I'd use half of the fruits, so I can use the other half this morning. Blend up properly with the avocado.
I hear you, Papa. I hear you, Papa. I'll make we go get Charley, you know. Keep him from waiting. Make we go get Charley now. All right. Charley, your time.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, keep on loving me so bad. I met a boy the other day, got the sweetest loving ever come my way. Do anything I say when he loves me this way. The only thing I say is, oh mama, mama,
Bagwire from Sharon Forrester. Alison, could you bring in Charlie for us this morning?
His name is Charley E. and he is a singer, songwriter, musician, and a multivocal instrumentalist, and the only human riddim section on earth. He creates music using only drums and vocals. No bass, no guitar, and no keyboard, he does it all vocally. He is the author of Speak and Write Jamaican, a book that really captures the spelling of every Jamaican word the way it is spoken, giving you that real Jamaican accent every time. He has standardized the Jamaican language and made the French word patois more readable in his book. Speak and Write Jamaican has over 900,000 views on Facebook and is available for download or paperback formats at Amazon. His website is speakandwritejamaican.com. The Real Stuff podcast welcome Charley Cross to today's chat session.
Yeah. Charlie, greetings.
Yes, sir. Greetings to everybody in the room and outside of the room.
Okay.
Love that. So, Charlie, you know,
Yes,
this is our chat session, so you can relax yourself, kick off your shoes or your slippers if you're at home. If you're sipping on your favorite drink, whatever it is this time, the floor is all yours. Tell us who
All right.
Charlie is.
Well, to start off with, Charlie was a young singer who went to England in his mid-teens to take up a musical career, singing career. But when I went there, my father told me that I have to be twice as good as Mick Jagger.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick Jagger was singing, I can't get no satisfaction. And I said, what are you talking about? I said, can't sing. So he said, well, the difference is in is white and you is black. That's the first time I've ever heard anybody describe me as being black in my life. And then they go from black to color to dark to gallywag and a whole other thing in England. And I thought, oh my God, what is this? So I met up with my cousin, introduced me to his Rastaman friend. And he said, Charlie, man, glad to see you, man. The first thing that I have to do is know himself. And have you hit two down on your body at the time and think you're bad enough. So I realized what he was saying and I got into it to realize who I am and what I am. The first thing I start off with is with your name. Is that your name is what they know you by.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you need to learn is about your own name. Find out what that name means and what it can do, what impact it can have. So I study all those things. You know what I'm saying? My part, but from I was a little kid back home, I used to hate going to school, is the truth I tell you. Because I used to be fascinated by this little green Bible. This little packet, you know, those little green packet white Bible that's the New Testament.
Yes.
I used to love that.
Put it in your back pocket.
Right, so that's what I learned to read from. And then my father used to have a little red Chambers pocket dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I used to love that. So those was my two little books. I threw away all the book about Anansi and all them things. I never wanted to hear it. I just thought it was silly at my age, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about being in single digits at that time, you know? So I grew up reading Bible and dictionary. And then when I went to England come Monday, I went there the Friday and the Monday morning came, my father went to the store. He said, I can't come, man. And he went out to Harrow Road in Paddington, where he used to live at Ashmore Road in Paddington. He went out the street on Harrow Road. And he went to Woolworth store. You remember them store there?
Yeah, I remember
and
Woolworth.
He bought a Bible and a dictionary. He said, I can't come, man. I'm going to the store to buy something for you. So I thought, since I just come to England, he's going to buy me a pair of shoes, a shirt, something like that.
Yeah.
He come back with a Bible and a dictionary. I said to myself, wait a minute. What's this, man?
Mm-hmm.
So he said to me, read the Bible. And he put it in my hand and study the dictionary. And that is your university. You not got no university. This is your university. He said, your head too strong to go to university. So bust your brain on that. So he gives me the dictionary and Bible. And I was like, in dear to study that. And I did. And that's how come I start getting to words. Then the more I get into words, so the more I come hungry for words and want to know more about words. And I remember when I go there, my father, when he gives me the book, he said, English people think we don't know the meaning of words.
Okay.
So learn the meaning of the word and show them. And remember, you have to be twice as good as Mick Jagger as a white man. Right? So he put all them things there in me. So, I got all the power there in me, to really knock him out, to do great things. So I pray to God that he will make me greater than Mick Jagger and Rod Stewart, and he did. He did. Right? And the proof is in the pudding out there. You check out my website, you can see it all there. You know what I'm saying? I even go as far as to they push me so far that I even have to learn technology and science and technology to build a website. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And things like that. But back to the book, I started out from like when I was in my mid-teens in London. You know what I'm saying? And then once I read the first dictionary and go through it over and over, it fell apart. I went and get another one. Same thing happened years past, it fell apart. I said, man, I'm not buying no more for the third one. I still got the third one at home right now. I said, I'm not buying no more dictionary. So I have that one. I still got that one. So I started going to the library now. When I start going to the library at Brixton Library now in Lambeth, everybody know that. It's called the Tate Gallery. That is like the greatest library on earth. You hear me?
Okay.
That is like the greatest library on earth. When I went there, they told me, Charlie, this is your university. Take any book you want to study, anything you want. And when I look around and see book, they even have a vault downstairs in the basement where they keep books. So I was hungry for words. I want to name up every word and know the meaning of every word. You hear me?
I like it. You want to name up everything.
I name up everything. You hear me? And when I couldn't find any more to name up, you know what I did? I leave and go to New York.
Okay.
Right? So people look at me and they say, Charlie, that's the name swallow the dictionary. I'm proud to swallow the dictionary. I eat dictionary. You understand? But my father think that I got the power to master the dictionary and the Bible too.
Yeah.
And with a name like Cross, you can see how close I am to God. He's always good to me. Right? And that is how come, my friend. And that is how come I'm able to do great things. Because I pray to God to make me do those things. Anybody can do it. But my friend, you have to have a 100% belief in yourself.
And the confidence that you have. Yeah.
Right? You have to really, really believe. You know? That's how far deep it goes, my friend. So God helped me to do all these things. I was able to do things that 10 men with a PhD and a professor degree can't do. Because I pray to God to make me one of the greatest men on earth, if not the greatest. And that's what I pray for. And that's what I live for. And that's what I strive for. And when I remember what the pastor told me the night before I went to London, he said, Charlie, when you go to England, don't follow bad company. Don't go to the shop to gamble out your money. Work and save up your money. And do good for yourself and your country. And I live with that every single day of my life.
Yo, yes, that's good. That's good. Because the gambling thing is easy, you know.
Right, I've seen what happened to lots of people. You know what I'm saying? And I just hold my car and just go and do my studying because I didn't know where I was going to end up. All I know is that my father wanted me to be the greatest in this, and I know the meaning of words. Because he said the English think they don't know the meaning of words. And that is why they dump the word patois on our language.
Yeah.
Because we were not educated enough, plain and simple, in those dark ages, to say it's the wrong thing. What the hell did we know about dictionary? Huh? We knew nothing about no dictionary. We could barely read the Bible, much less a dictionary. Huh? So that was a thing with my father. My father was a dentist, a bank manager, a headmaster, and a soldier in the British Army. So you can see where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
multi-talent. Far from the block.
Multi-talent.
Fly far from the block. Exactly.
Jack of all trades.
Fly far from the Exactly. Right? So the language now, it's like the Lord God take me and say, Charlie, here is what we're going to do. There is the roadmap in front of you. I bring it to this place. That was like 1973. And I come to this junction. And he says, and God said to me, he said, Charlie, you're great now. You can tell Flavor what kind of carpet he has on his floor, what bedspread he have on his bed. You can tell what curtain he have at the window without even going there. You're great now. Do you want to settle here, or you want to move on to greater things? That's what God said to me. And I said, of course I want to move on to greater things. So that path. And I move on to greater things. Now, the greater things now is how to standardize the language.
Yes.
My friend, I have to study 20 years. I have to read dictionary. I'm not talking about the dictionary that you guys know. I'm talking about the dictionary. They only have one copy out in London. You know what I'm saying? That is Chambers' 20th Century Dictionary, Volume 1 through 26, from A to Z. And Oxford.
Those are like encyclopedia, right?
The Oxford one is the encyclopedia one that gives you the picture.
Yes.
Right? But the Chambers one gives you the root of everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between the two, and they both serve a purpose. One gives you a pictorial view, and one shows you how the tree, the root of the tree gone that far down to where it ends. That's how the Chambers one goes. So the Chambers one is the number one, because that's why it's called a 20th Century Dictionary. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
But those books are big books, my friend. You don't play with those. Those will drive you crazy. When I go to the library, my friend, nobody dares to pick up one of those books. I've been going here for 20 years. I've never seen one person come in and pick up one of those books. And I'm there almost every single day.
So by studying those dictionary, you decided to dive into the Jamaican accent or the Jamaican language, then, so to speak.
Well, actually, it's how they spell the word.
Yeah.
Because it's in the dictionary, you know, but not in those ones that you guys don't read. Not even the one that they have at the UWI does not what this one has. Because this is the only copy they have. It's nowhere else in England. I've been to Scotland, I've been to Wales, I've been to Manchester, I've been to Birmingham, I've been to all the libraries in England. And the one in Brixton is the only one that has those books. Okay. And I thought, God, I'm lucky. You know exactly where to put me. So he put me at the right place at the Brixton Library, where only that library has those things, because the university got their books up there. And then they have a vault. I learned that they have a vault downstairs that they also keep other books in there which you don't see. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. But as far as the language concerned now, the words, the way I spell the word out, they're all in those books. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you go back to the old English, there's three types of English, you know. That's what people don't know. So let me give you the rundown. You have the old English, okay?
Yes.
And then you have the mid English, and then you have now the modern English. So there's three stages that the English language came to be what it is now, modern English. So I've gone all the way back to the root, from the original. Even the word England was spelled different. You know that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everything was spelled different. It wasn't like that. But they transformed it over the ages, because what you see in the old ages, the old English is different from the middle English.
Okay.
And the middle English is different from the modern English.
So stick up in there, Charlie. Stick up in there. So it would come in like some Bibles now. It would show you how it was translated back then to now how it modernized. They start give you the word that you and I basically, speak as English.
Yeah.
So that would call that the modern version. Because I see I have some Bibles. Well, I've seen this Bible because I have one of those Bibles. And it's a different, it's the translation of the thus and the though and the, things like that. You get it in the modern English language. That's how you're saying the dictionary used to stay back then with a different root word. Okay.
A root word. Because, So when I think of it, I have to think they get all this thing from Jamaica.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
When I see a lot of but these are Jamaican words.
Yeah, yes.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because they got words like dread in the Bible. Dread. You know what I'm saying? It's in there.
And it's spelled the way how we pronounce it in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's what it's there. But it's just that people don't know.
Because there's a saying that Jamaicans eat the T and the H. We don't pronounce them, you know?
No.
Okay.
So the way that after studying Patois for a while, I realized, well, I can write a book now. But then I started to get into the word standardization itself. I had to search the word itself, standardization, what that means. If I want to go and standardize the language, I have to know exactly what to do to make it standardized.
Okay.
Now, the way I come to make the Jamaicans standardized is because, first of all, my father told us when we were in our single digits, he taught us about the 8 parts of speech. I say to people all the time, what is the 8 parts of speech? They don't know. Professor, doctor, lawyer, judge, you name it. I ask them all the time, you know, what is the 8 parts of speech? They don't know. Right? But those are things that we learn from we were in our single digits from our father because he was a headmaster. You see? So we know that the 8 parts of speech is a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, proposition, interjection. That's what it is, right? So if you're going to standardize, you can't standardize patois. The main reason for that is most of the words are only 2 letters. So you can't do much with that. Okay? Next, and the next thing, it's hard for you to use what is called a subjoiner.
Okay.
A subjoiner. You can't, you know, it's hard to join something onto it. You know, because it's based, but her name, Louise Bennett, she had it baked in like that.
Yes.
So that's another thing. So that makes patois a different thing from the Jamaican language. That's how patois is separated from the Jamaican language.
Teach me, Charlie. Teach me.
For example, the word me in English, right? In patois, they say it's M-I. I disagree totally.
Okay.
Because if you ask anybody outside of Jamaica what that word is, they're going to tell you it's my, because they know that the I is used instead of a Y.
Yes.
You see?
You're right.
So therefore, patois cannot be our main language. It was never been. It's just that nobody had the capabilities to take up the Jamaican language, which is what I'm here to establish upon the earth.
Okay.
Right? So the Jamaican language it's the same word me, which is M-I in patois. It's M-I-H. The word is actually spelled M-I-H. There's no way you can get away from it. We said, I'm me, man, me. You can hear the I and the H in it. You can hear the I, the letter I and the H in it. I'm me, man. I'm me. I cannot pronounce me. And that's where patois fails. You see what I'm saying, my friend? That is how patois fails. Because, you know what I'm saying? They're using a Y instead of using an I instead of a Y.
Okay.
And it can't work that way. So that's how I separate the English from the Jamaican and from the patois. Now, in order to establish to make this a really proper language, which it is, it's just that people don't know about it and don't know that it exists. Not even the UWI don't know that it exists, right? Because you see, when God wants something great to do, my friend, remember this. When God wants something great to do, He don't send a university. He never send an army. He always sends just one man. And at this moment, I am the man.
The layman.
Right? So my job is to establish the Jamaican language for the Jamaican people. This is not for me. I don't do this to get famous. I didn't have to do this. I'm pretty successful being a singer and a musician. I sing backup vocal at Studio One for years and nobody don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I sing on so many Studio One hits, I don't even remember what it is now. You understand? Backup vocal, me, David Dabson and Frankie Paul. You know what I'm saying? So You know what I mean? That is that. But the language, my friend, how I come to standardize it, like I said, it's that 8 part of speech in the English. When I get down to my thing, man, it's all on my website, speakerwritejamaican.com, right? On the front page, you can see how I break down the Jamaican language into 7 different parts.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? 7 different parts. That's what I've done. I've broken down the Jamaican language into 7 different parts. It's all there on my website. Your website, you know what I'm saying?
And it's in the book too, right? Speak and Write Jamaican.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. And
One question, Charlie. Have you taken into consideration all the language influences that Jamaican language has? You know, like the languages from Ghana and Nigeria, from the Spanish, the French. Have you incorporated all of those?
Well, actually,
what you have now?
Well, all those names that you mentioned are associated to Patois.
Yes.
Because the Jamaican language stands on its own. It's something else. Something you've never heard of. Something nobody's ever heard of. I'm creating this because God said, do that for the people and there will be a greater nation. Because we must have our own language. Okay? That is a certainty. And patois is a French word which anybody in their right mind cannot use to define us. You just can't use that word to define us anymore because it doesn't define us. It's a French word. What the hell are we doing with French word? Huh? We cannot use French word to define us. We're not French. We're Jamaican. So therefore, the Jamaican language has its place. You see? So let me tell you about the standardization now. Okay? You ready for it?
Yes, go ahead. Roll it out.
All right. If you go on my website, on the front page, and you go down to where it's got the logo that says JLS, stands for Jamaican Language Standardized. Okay? Below that it says the first part of standardizing the Jamaican language is the people must know what is a suffixer. So the first part of standardizing, the first stage, or the first sequence of words within the Jamaican language, right? You need a word to define it. The first word would be one, a suffixer. So what we use is a suffixer, right? In the Jamaican language. In English, that would be what you call a suffix.
Suffix, yeah.
Right? So in the Jamaican language, 2-letter words like go or longer, like gorilla, that start on a comlet and end on a vowel is called a suffixer.
Okay.
So
go would be a 3-letter word in Jamaica then. That's what you're saying.
Go is a 3-letter word in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah. But if say for example, right? Let's just say go is a noun, right? It would be a noun in Jamaica. It would be something else because the beginning of the word and the ending is what really matters. And in the 3-letter words is what's in the middle, right? So this chart here with the 7 parts that I actually use to standardize the Jamaican language. It covers the entire gamut of words that flows within the Jamaican language. So it's the whole system I'm turning over here. Okay. The whole system. So that means, for example, America wouldn't be, we don't have noun, we don't have pronoun, verb, adverb, we don't have none of those things. Those are English people things. We don't have none of that.
Okay.
I've dashed that out the window.
All right, I get you now, because you have me thinking a while ago on the go, you know. I mean, I wonder if it's a verb or an adverb, but now you say, with that all of that.
No, it wouldn't be none of those things.
All right. So now me I get to understand. Now me I understand. Okay.
Language.
All right.
You understand me, my friend?
But
this is about the Jamaican. Nothing to do with English.
Okay, good.
And I know lots of people, when I was doing this, lots of people try to link up everything but it falls back to the English. So I say, look here, man, what we have here is a separation from patois and English.
Fair enough.
We're not dealing with none of those things. We're only dealing with the Jamaican language.
Okay.
And to do that, you have to establish a system. And therefore, you have to account for every word. How are you going to identify a word? Right? All right? How are you going to identify? It's hard to identify a word, right? In the Jamaican without using the noun, pronoun, and this and that, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And it is. It is hard. So that's why this is the greatest thing on earth. You know what I'm saying, my friend? Because you know how many people take to standardize the English language? Think of it. Think of how many universities in England it takes to standardize the the English language. Think of it. Think how many centuries ago they're coming from doing the same thing, my friend, till now they come from the old English to the new. Think how far that is. And God said one man to wipe that all aside and do something greater. And that's what I've done. I've done something greater than what the entire English education authority has done, my friend. That's a fact. Because look what I've done. Look how many of them it takes to standardize their language. And God sent only me alone to do that. Now, you can see who is greater there. God is greater. Because when He gives you the power, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to tell nobody you're great. The work is out there to prove it. Right? So, like I said, we have 7 different parts in the Jamaican language. And the first part, we don't use a noun, it's a suffixer. The next one is a prefixer. The next one is an infixer. The next one is a affixer. Then you go to what is called a cumlet, right? A cumlet now is like in the Jamaican language, a cumlet is used to describe any letter that is not a vowel. You know what I'm saying? If a cumlet is used to describe any word that is not a vowel. So in other words, a cumlet in the Jamaican language, the equivalent of that in the English language would be a consonant. You see me?
Yeah.
The equivalent for a cumlet. This is the 5th part of the Jamaican 7-part thing, right? So a consonant is not a consonant in the Jamaican language. It's a cumlet. I make nobody fool you. All right.
Cumlet, okay.
It's a cumlet, right? And an affixer. An affixer is what is called an affix in the Jamaican language. In the English language. You see what I'm saying, my friend? Say, for example, America would be a noun, right?
Yeah. America
is a noun, right? But in the Jamaican language, it would not be a noun because we don't have such things. That's where greatness. We don't have such things, right?
And the spelling going to be different too as well.
Listen. The word America, right, in the Jamaican language would be described as a SFX PFX word. What is the SFX PFX word? Any word that starts on a vowel and end on a vowel in the Jamaican language, that is called a SFX PFX. This is far greater than what the English have done, my friends. This is far, far greater. Trust me. Because I'm able to identify every single word and put them in, categorize them and put them in their place. I put words into place, my friend. That's what I asked God to make me to do. Put all these things into place. And that's what I've done. And if you go down to a vowel inside the word is used instead of a vowel. Yes. We don't have no vowel in the Jamaican language. What we have is a vowel, VOWIH. And the abbreviation for that is VO, VOH. So we have a different set of systems completely from the English. Mine is far greater than theirs because my one is far and much more than theirs. They use 8 parts, and guess what? We're only using 7 because we're greater. We're Jamaicans. We're greater. You see, we have beaten them to their own game, my friend. The war is over. You can say the war is over. This part where rubbish here must go. We ain't no freaking friends. So why are we using a French word to describe our language? That can't be.
Mm-hmm.
This is the age when everybody has to speak up now and show what is right from wrong. That is wrong. Totally wrong. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that is why God see all these things. And He trained me to do this, my friend. God trained me to do this. You see what I'm saying, my friend? And talking about a life of meditation, that's what I'm at. To do this, you have to have a life of meditation from in your single digits until now. Because you see, this kind of work here, my friend, is only 10% physical. Actually doing the computing and all those things to get the database together and make all these things. That's only 10%. The other 90% is meditating, my friend.
So, Charlie, let me ask you a question. The Department of Language and Linguistic at UWI, have you get in touch with them?
No, I haven't gotten in touch with them.
So you could make a presentation and thing like that?
Oh, yeah. They really need to know about this. Because like I said, my friend, I went to England to do some great things for my country. I know that. I know that because God told me that Himself. When I asked Him about Rod Stewart, I tell Him, I said, God, you know I'm a better singer than Mick Jagger and Rod Stewart. Right? And yet they're making it and I'm not making it. And I said, give me something greater to do than what they can do. And this is what He gave me.
Okay. I have two questions. And it's two word. All right. Earlier in the conversation, you say, I'm me man, right? And Jamaican, you say the Jamaican language is three letter words to always pronounce the words.
Patwa is true, but you see, like I was telling you, Patwa don't have what you call a subjoiner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to know. I want to know, how would you spell because in the two-letter word that we use is A-H. And you said that is Patwa. So how would you...
No. Patwa don't use... No. Patwa use the same A as the English.
Okay.
The same A... No, nobody fool you. They use the same A as the English. That's why people say it's starting the English. In the Jamaican language, the word A is A-H. I've got it on one of those videos on my website.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've got it all there. So you say I'm me man. That's what I say.
Yeah.
So that would be A. I'm using A now as a subjoiner.
Okay.
So I'm me would be one word. A-M-I-H.
Okay. Me. One word. Okay.
Man.
Get it.
Because that's what we say.
Because I think
man.
I look feet as the A stand by itself, and
in a Patwa.
Me. Yeah.
In a Patwa.
Yeah. Me.
Yes. But in the Jamaican language, me is one word.
Me. Okay. One word. Okay.
What we do, we use the vowel as subjoiners. Right? Because there's there's so many things you can, so many ways you can use the vowel, right? Because if you have, like say the word D-E-M, them, right? If you use letter A as a subjoiner and put the word behind them, the word becomes dema.
Dema, okay.
Because that's what we say. We say dema come. Dema is one word.
Dema look for me. Okay.
Dema is one word.
Yeah, because
plain and clear, my friend.
I was on your website. The first time we spoke, and you had a video on it where you were explaining something like where I can't remember if it was G. You were using GEW. Not sure.
GAW.
Yeah.
GAW.
Yes.
Yes.
And you were saying I can't remember exactly.
I'm going to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I am going to Jamaica.
There you go. You go.
All right.
And the whole spelling was really different. And I'm trying to wrap it around in my head. So I said, when you come on the program, I'm going to ask. I was trying to wrap it around in my head how you get the pronouncement with the GEW.
GAW.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because God in Jamaica, it means go.
Yeah.
It means going. And it also means God. God forever.
Yeah.
The word God.
God Jamaica.
Yeah, God today.
Okay.
We say, yeah, God river today. So what does God mean? It means go, it means going, and it means gone. I'm sharp like that, man.
Okay.
So we don't say I am going to Jamaica because we don't use I. I doesn't represent us. It's me represent us in our
Me I go
language.
Jamaica. Me I go Jamaica tomorrow.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Me I go Jamaica tomorrow.
Or me a go.
Yeah.
You can say me a go or me a go. But in fact, what it would be GUH. But in Jamaican it's GOH or GAW.
Okay. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
So the Jamaican language have an alternative. So like I said, ga still mean go.
Well, Charlie, you have to go make an appointment. You have to go make an appointment.
Huh?
You have to go make an appointment with the Department of Language and Linguistic
My friend.
at Mona. Because this is something. This is a presentation that need to be heard in front of professors, philosophers, and students.
Of course.
Especially those in that department.
Yeah,
Charlie,
in the curriculum.
Charlie, have you looked at any of the other Caribbean islands and their language? Looked at any of the other Caribbean islands and their language?
No, I don't look at that. I tell you what I look at though. What I do look at is that most of the islands around who speak English in some way, they want to speak like Jamaican. So therefore, I think it's like one glove fit the whole thing because they want to know just as much as well. So this is really a Caribbean language, really.
Yeah,
because all the other islands want to speak like us. Well, now they can with a book like this. Now they can.
And Flavius, him right? You ever listen to some of our Belizean guests? Since we have them on. They sound like Jamaican, Yes. So you're right. You're right, Charlie.
Okay.
Even some friends of mine from Guyana. If you ask them where in Jamaica them come from, them tell no, me a Guyanese. Surprise.
Yeah.
Yes, so you're right, Charlie. You're right. They sure want to talk like us.
Oh yeah. Well, I live in England, and everything that they do, they always say Jamaican because they don't know the other guys, they only know us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, everybody is Jamaican, Yeah. So this is a big help. This is a big help because I read about it all the time. Jamaica trying to get their act together for 20th year party, whatever it is. And I thought to myself, but they need a language, so I'm going to hurry up and get this thing out there so that I can see this, and it will save them a lot. Because here's my thing now: being able to do all this and having God on my side to help me to do that as well, right? It shows me say the UWI is going the wrong way. They're just wasting money at trying to standardize pathways. It will never happen. It can never happen. It will never happen. Yeah, but what they really need to do is take this up from where I am now. Because guess what? I've even got a 500-page dictionary. And that took me 2 years just to put it into the database.
Together. So hold on, Charlie.
2 years to put it into the database.
Stick a pin, Charlie. Stick a pin. With the dictionary that you put together, right? Along with the book. You have the dictionary out? Or...
No, me not have that out.
Oh, you don't have, okay, because
that really need the university now because I would need more hands.
Okay. That's why
need more hands.
That's why I'm saying, we should contact. You should contact them. And people who are viewing now, send the words out. So you can, because this is a presentation that need to be addressed in front of members of the faculties.
I agree with you.
You understand me? Not just we and the books, and the book out for sale. Yeah, because for years you have students at UWI who are in the linguistic department. Yeah, they're of strong belief about the patois. I can tell you that.
Yes, I know.
And they want patois to be a language, at Jamaica. But here you come now, and I say no. is Jamaican language.
I pour ice water over it.
Me tell you.
Ice water. Nothing cold water, you know. Ice water. That now go nowhere. That will never happen. Let me tell you, you know why it will never happen? Because they've been doing that before I was born and before you was born. And they still can't get it right. So how the hell do you think you're going to get it right now? That is why God chosen me to do this work. Because they can't do it. Because the amount of spirituality that goes into this and meditation, God don't give them the knowledge for that. You can't teach them that. This has to come there. This is it. Supreme intervention, my friend.
Yes.
Every now and then, God sent one man to do some great things. Bob Marley was one man. Marcus Garvey was one man. Martin Luther King is one man. Mandela is one man. I am one man. I am one man with the knowledge of 10.
Yeah, man, it's real, a real thing.
What I do. Huh?
It's real thing. It's real thing. This is
the real thing.
Yeah, man,
Nobody's greater than God. And when he says, Charlie, your time you come here now. You know, when I pray to God, I tell you this, I keep going back to that because that is very important. You know, when I talk to God, you know what God said to me? When I tell him, say, how come Mick Jagger, when I ask him how come Mick Jagger and Rock Stewart make that not and me not making it, you know what he says to me? He said, them can go on. That's what he said. That's what God said to me. He said, them can go on. But you see, I have something different for you.
Yeah.
And I never noticed I would spend 55 years doing this and 40 years doing another book.
I just said that,
I'm doing my music at the same time as a multi-instrumentalist.
You know, I just said that. I remember I said to you, say, Lee Scratch Perry, right? I remember listening to some of his music. Never know. That in his music, he used so many different things to make sounds, like water dropping off a roof. Him use like the cricket to make noise. So many little things, bottles, you know.
Yeah.
And you come now as a...
Him have a clothesline.
Yes.
Him have a clothesline and you go to the all these thing, you know what I mean?
All type of thing. All type of some things that the man use for make sound and put it into the records. It's unbelievable.
Well, he's got a gift for that. You don't see anybody else doing that, really.
You on the other hand, use your mouth. Make all of these vocal sounds, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And it sound like really a band.
Exactly. You can't tell the difference. A lot of practice, my friend.
Yeah, what would you say to the artist in the studio right now, sitting around a computer drum that have the different patterns, right? Him can get a drum beat, boop, 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 boop. Him can get a string and things like that. Because I don't think many artists. I'm going to be broad now. I'm going to go out there on a limb. Okay. And the reason why I say I'm going to go out on a limb. Jamaican artists, not all of them, but a portion of them, they use most of the stuff in the studio that is computer riddim, and put them vocals behind it. A country artist, on the other hand, don't do that. Them use the real thing. So when you hear them perform on stage, it's totally different from when you hear some Jamaican artists. I'm not saying all Jamaican artists do. There are a few that do use the real stuff, and there are those who, I'm going to say the majority now, use computer stuff, because I've seen it. And when you hear them on stage, it's totally different. You said, man, him not sound like how the record sound. And I heard a country artist say that when they go in the studio, they use the real thing. They carry the band, the guitarist, the percussionist, the bass player, even the little man with him like a shaker, everybody. So when they're doing a live show, it's the same people. Over the years, you have been doing music. How many Jamaican artists have used you with your multi-vocal instrument?
How many?
Can you count on your hand?
The only person who I know could do anything a little like what I do with Bobby McFerrin. And that is a Grammy winning artist.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Only
Bobby
him.
McFerrin. Yeah. Bobby
Only him.
McFerrin.
But
Don't worry,
but
be
there's
happy.
a difference. Exactly. But there's a big difference between Bobby McFerrin and I. Remember, I am Jamaican. So therefore, me gonna be a rhythm section like Sly and Robbie. That means you're gonna hear my bass like Robbie. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're gonna hear the rhythm I drop just like that. Because we have tune out there on the website. On the website there's songs out there. You go to the music section, you see the things what I do. Some of the things that I do, you know what I'm saying? Some with my band, some with real instruments, and some without real instruments. Because here what happened now. Now what I have to say to the kids them now, who trying to make a rhythm now, you know, it's not just making a rhythm. The first thing you need to do is go and listen to one of Bob Marley hit song then. And see how the first thing it start off with a verse, it start off with an intro, and then it gives you a verse, and then it gives you a punchline, and then it gives you another verse, and then it gives you a punchline, then it gives you a break, then it come back and hit you with another verse, and another punchline, and song done. So the first thing that you need to learn is how you're going to structure this thing. It's not just a one thing going like that. Boom, 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 like that. It has to have turn and things like that. You know what I'm saying? The drum can see it straight, but you need to make turns here and there because no road is straight. No road is straight. Even if it does it just for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything is so you have to turn things. But I have regarding using computer music, you know what I'm saying? You can make your own drum on it now. Use the keyboard or whatever it is. You can make your own drum, or you can use the drum pad. We just sitting on this thing with just the pad like a real drum, but it's just the pads then you play with the stick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can use that to do it, or you can just get a kick. You can just buy a kick just for the kick. You know what I mean? The electric kick. You can just buy that just to drop the kick.
Give me a drum sound. Give me a drum sound.
A drum sound.
Yeah.
Listen to this. So you see, I'm doing three things right here. So now I'm doing a bass sound, I'm doing just the taps on the drum, and I'm doing guitar.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But when I'm actually making a song now, once I got the right drum beat, you know what I'm saying? I try and come up with a nice bass line with my voice.
Okay.
The song, I'm gonna send you the latest song that I did. You know what I'm saying? And on that song there, I use my voice to do the bass. I'm using other instruments, but my voice is used to do the bass.
Okay.
So that will give you. But like I said, you can always look at the music page and it's Charley Cruz, and you know what I'm saying, you'll hear the kind of things that I do.
Yeah.
But for the young youth out there, just like I said, the first thing is structure. You know what I'm saying? You don't let the music run straight. Try and have a bridge, you know what I'm saying? Where it changes from C and go to D. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? R D E C D E R F G A B whatever. You know what I mean? But give it a little turn, you know what I'm saying, so that it's not running straight. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like that.
Utilize the 8 little notes.
Yes. Put in a little more.
Yeah.
Because if you hear even the music that I use, solely using beats from the computer, you can't tell that I'm using beats on it because it doesn't sound like that. Why doesn't it sound like that? And why most people can't get their sound to sound like it's a real thing? It's plain and simple because they can't play instrument. If you can play instrument, you can get that computer to sound just the way it should sound and how you want it. Trust me, my friend.
Okay.
I know that. Because each loop you come to, it tells you whether it's a C, a D, a F sharp, a B flat. It tells you whatever it is. So you got to know how and where to use those, put those changes. That's what makes it really good. Because when you're doing this thing, you're doing it as if you was actually playing the instrument.
Okay.
So it gives you the feel. And once you hear it, it will give you the feel that it's all, I'm using keyboard and I'm using the real bass and I'm using this and that. You know what I'm saying? You can make it sound. But you have to have the knowledge to do it, my friend.
Okay.
They're only young, so they don't have the knowledge to do that thing yet. And furthermore, they're not a musician like I am.
I'm not
I'm a
really.
multi-instrumentalist. I play bass, guitar, drums, keyboard, anything, right? Plus, I'm a beat maker as well. I make beats for myself. I make beats for other people as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a song out here called We Ubering, right? I mostly use beats to make that.
Okay.
But no, not beats. I mostly use vocal to do that, but I use one of the drum beats from the computer.
I'm not really a fan of
okay,
the computer instruments, them, you know. I like I like the real stuff. I like the real stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Or the real stuff, yes. But like I said, if you're a musician, you can make it perfect. The real stuff is the best stuff. But the way things going on, my friend, there's no turning back.
Yeah, I know.
I remember the days of the singers. Remember the days of the singers? There was a time when, when you're not born a rapper or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all singing. Right? And then
sing J, then DJ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Sabaran comes and says, they wanna tell a load of girls, they go walk, they come up,
yeah, it was singers and sing J. Yeah.
From Sabaran come and say, it's done.
It's done.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Right? And I was singing at Studio One, doing backup vocal at Studio One at that time, you know what I'm saying? And I said, so Charlie, what you gonna do? Listen, man, they're gonna learn to DJ. I'm not in a week time, this is something into DJ. You know what I'm saying? And have DJ tune out there now. We have bad DJ tune out there right now. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to wide with the side. I said, well, if it's DJ going, I'm in it. And if it's beats I go, I'm in it. Whatever they come with this time, they can't move the goalpost for me anymore. Because it's like before, it's like every time I'm gonna make it, something happens, they move the goalpost. And I said, okay, one day I will now I catch them now. Because if a beat I go, may have the best beat track you can possibly find. You know what I'm saying? In America today, I have some of the best tracks. You know, hear about them yet, but I have some of them I know because I am a researcher. I research the British and American stuff. I know what's in there. You know what I'm saying? So my music is geared towards that. You know what I'm saying? I make my music to go to Billboard or go to Music Week in England and make it for their chart. Specifically. You know what I'm saying?
It would be unfair for you to go, and I don't make mention of these two ladies, Pam Hall and Audrey Hall. Pam say I, Audrey say I. You have worked with both ladies, right?
Oh, yeah, they're the greatest, man. They are the greatest.
I know.
Yeah.
So what is it like being in the studio with both ladies?
Man, my friend, it's like family together. No strangers is there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's family together. Trust me, my friend. There are two of the ladies that I have the highest regard for. Because what? They ain't no hype nor nothing. They can sing.
Yeah, the real deal.
And I still want to see them make it big time in the Billboard and the Music Week chart in England. I still want to see that. Yeah. Because I think they deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Look how long they've been doing this. They know this thing. I wouldn't say, you can't even say they know it by heart. That is an understatement. I mean, this thing is them. You know what I'm saying? They don't know it. This thing is them. That's the best way to describe these two ladies. And Audrey and I, and her daughter, and the lady in Israel Vibration. I mean, we've done some really great tracks. And they're out here. We just that people don't know about me yet, but they will know about me soon.
Yeah, can you tell me one this morning? And I found it.
Exactly. Audrey Tune, like I said, that's my band play that's moving up again. And I think that's a really, really good song. Audrey would say to me, Charlie, you still believe in that song? Yes, I've always believed in it. I always believe it's going to hit someday. Because it's a great song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a great song, it doesn't have to hit this year, next year, but it will hit. Look at Dawn. Look how long she did. No. And so many other songs I can remember to tell you. Look how long they made those songs. And 20 years after, or 30 years after, they just show it up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So once you make a good song, it will never die. But like I said, these two ladies, well, it's four of them really. You got Audrey's daughter, Marissa, and you have the lady there in Israel Vibration. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They are some of the most magnificent. And if I ever want a female choir, that is it right there.
Okay. You're right.
You know what
You're
I'm
right.
saying? Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
absolutely right, Charlie.
Because you know how you tell a good singer.
Mm-hmm.
A good singer supposed to be able to do all her backup vocal or his backup vocal
Mm-hmm.
alone without anyone. That's a good singer.
In the history of our country, go out and
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah. Yes. See, now at Studio One, I've been there for years doing backup vocal with David Dawson and Frankie Paul, and you can't even tell. And we blend together so good. It's unbelievable. Trust me. Frankie Paul and David Dawson, those are two really good singers. Really good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Doreen Schaefer of the Scatterlight, I've written a song for her. It comes out at Christmas on a CD called Christmas Vibe from Studio One. I've got 3-4 songs on there. Doreen sing one and I sing a song 3 on there.
Hey, Charlie. I want to play a little bit of the song, Moving Up Again.
Okay, go ahead.
Just for listeners to hear it. Just a
Go
little
ahead.
piece of it, okay?
Yes.
You're listening to proper representation right here on your radio. Keep it locked in right here. This is where it really matters. We've got the best sound in town and all around. Here we go.
I had a dream, but they made it seem that nothing good could happen for me. So I took that back scene and turned it all around, and it helped me get my feet back on the ground. So I'm moving up again now. Yes, I'm moving up again. Yes, I'm moving up again now. I'm moving up again now. Yes, I'm moving up again.
Yes, that's just a touch of it, Charlie.
Yeah, Audrey and I wrote that song together. We had a great time doing it. I tell you, it was so good. It was like a miracle. I went by her apartment up there in the Bronx, and I said, Audrey, I got this thing here, and she said, let me hear it now. Play it and we listen to it. I just thought, wow. I decided, let's write a song to it right away. So we started doing the song, and in a week we had it done and out there. And I still think it's some really, really good and perfect, because that track actually, it took me 6 months to make that backing track with the band. I rehearsed that track for 6 months in New York City to make that track. So if you listen to the band, how tight it is and how accurate it is, it's unbelievable. That should be a monster hit from when. But anyway, nothing happened before the time.
Cho. Well, it's all good, because guess what? One of the greatest thing I say about the book, since you and I talk, it's like an encyclopedia. It's going to be, it's going to be around, because for the views that you receive online, it's all over 900,000 views on Facebook.
Yeah.
And pretty soon you never know. Once you get that amount of people, then they have interest in purchasing the book.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one, because you see, I've gone even further than to give you different spelling of the same word. Because I know that in Jamaica in particular, you go to Manchester, the people speak a little different. You go to St. Thomas, they speak a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go to St. Catherine, it's a little different. So the whole idea was to try and compile everything and then compress it, and to make sure that you have the right ingredients, what everybody's going to be happy with. So for them to be happy, the moment you can capture the accent is what you need to capture. So I was able to do that. If you can capture the accent, then you got it all together. That was the hardest part, getting the words down to accent. So you only have to pronounce the word the way it's written, and you got the accent right away.
Okay.
You know, this is not like one of those books where you spend months, years trying to do. You know, all you got to do with this book is pronounce the word the way it is written,
Is it
and you're
available?
done.
Is it available on Audible?
It is available. No, not audio. We don't have any audio yet,
Okay.
but you know, it's available on download and paperback. And that's that.
And it's on what? Amazon? Is it
Amazon.
on iBook? Is it on iBook too? Or just Amazon?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
We publish it on Amazon. You know, so once you type in Speak and Write Jamaica, it's bound to come up.
Okay.
You know, if you go to Amazon and type in that, it will come up as well too. You know, the website should come up as well too. You know, the website is very good. And then, as far as the website is concerned, it's like, man, I used to make website like I bought my first computer in 1988. January 1988 at Sam Hash.
A whole heap of money that them time there, Charlie. About $1,000.
$1,700 pay for that Apple Performer.
That computer expensive. Computer expensive them time, the Charlie.
Yeah, man.
When you buy a computer them time, they have to see if you buy a computer.
Yeah. Here's the worst part about it. It was only 50 megabytes. And then this lady come and you're showing off with our 100 megabyte computer and everybody wants to kill her. you see what I mean? And I learned to make websites from like 1988. And I used to write in code and this and that. But then I realized, damn, it's too much, man. You know? So I started paying people to do what I didn't have time to do. You know what I'm saying? And then it go around and guess what? It come back right around to me now. I wind up have to get back into building websites again. So I have to do everything. Graphics, website. This book takes more than just writing a book, my friend.
Okay.
You got to study a whole lot of things to do what I do. Right? And graphics design and all those logo making and all those things come into the mix as well. You know what I'm saying? Be able to link things up with outside link with the internet, those comes into it as well. How you display things on the website, because I'm using WordPress. I'm very good at it. As you can see, my website, I made it. You know what I'm saying? I had no choice but to make it because it was costing me too much. So I had to take time out again to get back, you know, my bearings and get back into building websites again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People ask me to build websites for them, but I really ain't got the time. You know what I'm saying? My job is to establish the Jamaican language while I'm still alive here at this earth. You know, I'm dead and God. You know what I'm saying? True. The time is now to do it. So my job is to do it now. And so I barely just have time enough to build the website to get the word out there. You know what I'm saying? And this is good enough to get the word out there because it's an e-commerce website. You can download records there, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. You got the download store there and everything. So it's all there.
You have a store itself online. You have your online store on your website.
Yeah, I have a download store here on the same website. The same way, everything is all on the website. So you can just go to the music section. And you go to the music section, you can see all the things. I've got Millie Small, the last single that she recorded. In 1986, I wrote this song and Millie is my friend since 1973. I met her in 1973 in London. And she's been my friend right up to her death, right? So we're very close together. True. Not even her daughter is as close as I am to her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Adrian was that too. But anyway, so, I wrote this song for her called Oh My Sugar Plum. And she loves it so much. She sings it all day and night. So, this group that made this song, the ink is black, the paint is white.
Yeah.
Together we learn to read. Right. Well, that group there, Greyhound, the guy named Dings who played keyboard, Sonny Dings, they probably know him. I think he lives in Montego Bay there now. So, we got together and he decided to help us on that. So we did track. And it turned out well. But in the process, so we lose the big master track, the big master tape, you know what I'm saying? All we have was the 2 year, the half-inch runoff, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, we make that, and I have it for years, all these years, for over 30 years. You know what I mean? But Millie, she would say one thing 1 minute and change her mind the next minute. So I said, oh, I gotta put it down. Then, like 2 years ago, I put it out. I think it's 28. I went to England, and I was able to do a video with her in 2018. Right? I've got a nice video, and I did also a 7-inch, video of her just talking to me about certain things. So I got that, and then we made the video for the single. So I've got a great single out there. She's done 125,000 on Facebook, and she's heading towards 15,000 on YouTube, and I don't spend a dime. Right? So people love it, and you should go there and check out all the comments that people talk about the song. Everybody say, "Oh, it's the greatest song. It's the best song. It's the best music. It's the best that." What I do is I get a guy and a girl to do some hand dancing because Millie tell me straight that she can only do so much. Mm-hmm. So I used part of the video that I took with her, you know what I'm saying, and then blended it with some hand dancing, and that is a killer. People are writing to me all over the world about it, so that's going to be a hit. So that's another one to take whole known up as well. So Millie Small, right? Mm-hmm. That is gonna be a good one.
Hey Flavius.
Oh my sugar plum. Oh my sugar plum is gone.
Before Charlie go, do you have anything you want to ask him?
No, man, I've asked him most of the things already, Mm-hmm. But it's nice hearing of Charlie. It's very, 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 very nice with your initiative. Yeah, it's very important. It's very important because when you look at the Garifuna people or the Maroons in Suriname, they have their own language and they have many languages. Mm-hmm. And we our language got lost and we stick with the English. But with the English, we should have our own language. I agree completely.
Exactly. Mm. See, God knows what we need. I mean, it's like if a person's sick and you go to the doctor knows what he needs. God knows what we need, and he always send a man to fix that.
we have to get you in a UA, Charlie. We have to get you in front of the chancellor in a UA.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I'll leave that to you guys.
Yeah, we have to get you inside. I know a young lady. I know a young lady in that department. I think the last time we spoke, she was in Barbados. So I'm going to find out from her.
I'm ready to roll, man.
So Charlie, with that, we have to end. And, we thank you for taking time out and being here with us this morning. And we invite you to come back again whenever you want to.
I'm going to come back again. Of course I'm going to come back again because you guys are like the greatest asset to me right now.
Yeah, you have an open invitation,
Because, thank you so much.
I have to thank Sister Audrey.
Well, of course.
For introducing me to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we talk, me and Charlie talk, the first time me and Charlie talk, we talk for almost 2 hours.
Okay.
Charlie was going buy something in our store and turned back and we talk for 2 hours before the store closed. So, and we keep talking and we don't talk for some little short minutes. So that's how, we're building that bond. So give thanks to Audrey for that,
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She is the best child, because trust me, my friend. I know Audrey for about 37 years. Mm-hmm. And she's like my sister, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she told me. She's
like a sister to me. Yeah, she's like, we live good like that. Yeah, man. So anyway, my friend, we will talk again soon.
Yes,
but I'm gonna send you the that thing I was telling you about,
Yeah, what you told me this morning, yeah.
Yeah, and then I can tell you, where we go from that one.
Yeah, all right.
But check out the website, you know what I'm saying, and make sure people go there and look at the Millie Small video because it's right there with she singing the song, and that is why why it is so important because this is the last song that she recorded.
Okay.
The very last song. The last song she recorded was this song. And she also recorded. We recorded 2 songs. Okay, but this was the one. This is the one that we decided to fly with. You know what I'm saying?
Forward it to us and let us plug it. Forward it to us and we plug it as well.
All right,
Charlie. You have a good day. One love, my brother.
Yes, sir. One love, my guys. You take care, all right?
Yeah, walk good.
Okay, Charlie. Thanks very much.
Yes, man. Blessed, man.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my listeners, that was Mr. Charley E. Cross. Multi-talented indeed. So Flavius, before we get out of here, let me hear your 2 bits.
Well, one of the good news is that the sun is peeping out, you know, and that is good because we need to balance the rain and the sun, you know. So, and I am happy this morning too because my grounds is being looked after today, you know, it hasn't been for a long time because I don't know, COVID affect a lot of things, communications and all that. But I'm happy that I can walk more freely now in my yard. And of course, they are thinking about dengue. Dengue is another thing on their mind, you know. So you have to get rid of breeding sites. And when you have too much high grass, mosquitoes breed there also. So we should be better off. We should be better off now. Another thing is that in Jamaica now they are speaking about setting up a different hospital for the mentally people, the criminal mental people who are charged.
Mental illness patients.
People who are charged for some crime, but the judge deemed that they cannot be tried. They're capable of defending themselves. Right. In fact, based on a number of people that were found incarcerated for probably sometime over 40 years without a trial. So they don't want any of that to fall through the cracks again. But they said they want a different place from Bellevue so we can put them and look after them and treat them properly. So, you know, some good things, you're hearing a number of good things. What is not so good, we don't know how it will work out, but because of the lack of internet connectivity and devices, well, we hear a lot about that. A lot of commitment are being put in now for people to donate devices to the kids. So anybody who have devices or who can donate devices, all is welcome, because they are moving to a one child, one device. They want every child in Jamaica to have their own device.
That's the only way it can work. One child, one device, yeah.
And at the same time, they are working about the internet connectivity. But apart from that now, based on pressure being exerted by some parents and other stakeholders, they have decided to go ahead with face-to-face classes. But they are looking now. I think they have a section that they said would require that. But within that section, I think it's about, I can't remember how many, 90 odd schools are, whatever.
Are the school prepared?
Yeah, man, they are preparing them. But what they're doing now, they're starting with a small percentage, I think 10 or 20% of those schools, to do a 2-week trial session to see how it works and if it can work and whatever. So they're not jumping in there. I'm very happy that they're not jumping in there with everybody. So they pick some schools and say, okay, we're going to start with these schools.
All right.
And they have
fair enough.
Yeah, protocols in place and all that. So we have to wait and see and hope that they, we have proper due diligence and everybody will cooperate, because it's causing a lot of anxiety if some children are not getting any form of schooling now. Every parent wants their child to learn and have a good opportunity in life. So they are saying that the teachers are for it now in the trial schools, and they are ready, and the schools are ready. So I think starting Monday, they're going to start this trial thing for 2 weeks. And then they will see how it works. And at the same time, a number of organizations in the diaspora and in Jamaica, a number of corporate companies are putting up some good money, serious money, to buy these devices. I think they have a special team that knows the prices and everything. So I know these kids will feel really good that they're part of what is happening in the future. And it's very, to my mind, very important, because we cannot leave anybody behind. That has happened too much for too long. So I will complete this section by saying, remember, R&D. Keep that in your head. That should be, when you're sleeping, that should be running through your head. It's all about respect. And to achieve the respect, you have to have the discipline. But respect for your home, make your home a sterile place. Don't invite a lot of people to your house. You don't go visiting. These are the times for that. You go out because you have to, and you have to do certain things. But when you come back, you have to follow your protocol. Do not say, oh, me just go on the road for 2 minutes. No. Every time I go out and I come back, I follow my protocol. Even if I have to do it 5 times for the day, I will be the most showered person in the world, because I would have 5 showers for that day. As simple as that. Never compromise. Never. This is nothing. Compromising will not help us. Don't go and say, oh boy, I do it every time, and the one time I not do it. You won't be at one time. You got to do it every time. Every time. Yes, Franco, that should be about it.
All right.
You lead us so full. You belong far away away. Ajuguala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out the side. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Shorty I leave her eyes. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist, but this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I want
unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I say, yeah, yeah. Been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me, wait to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away our shame.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless. Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.